Hey there, welcome to today's practice. My name's Paula. Today's sequence is a gentle yoga flow, so we'll still get to move throughout the whole body, especially through the spine. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's make a start straight away. Coming over the knees and making your way into your child's pose. So let's bring the big toes together, knees wide, and then sit back towards the heels. And we'll just start the practice with the arms pretty relaxed. So you could have the forearms down, forehead down. If this isn't comfortable for you, then make sure you place one hand on top of the other or one fist on top of the other. Give yourself a little bit more height. Feeling free to keep the eyes closed for the time being. Starting to feel into the body and the breath. Notice where the breath is traveling. And taking the breath down deep into the belly, maybe even feeling it spread into the lower back. Pressing out through the sides of the rib cage. Just noticing the volume of the torso from all the way down from the bottom of the torso, the belly, the lower back, the mid-back, the chest, upper back, shoulders. Just making a mental map of the whole body, the torso, the arms, the hands, the neck, the head, the face. And down into the legs, the fronts of the shins, backs of the legs, soles of the feet, tops of the feet, the toes. With this mental mapping, you can take a snapshot of the whole body. So just imagine you're taking a snapshot of the whole body in your mind's eye. Just feeling all of yourself here in this present moment. Just one more breath here. And then let's start to extend those arms a little bit further away, reaching the hands forward, extending out through both sides of the waist. And take a big inhale, lengthen out through the waist. As you exhale, press the tailbone back towards the heels, lift the belly button away from the mat. And then walk the hands around to the right hand side. Maybe the left hand stacks on top of the right. Reach that left sitting bone down. Big breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then walking the hands through center all the way over to the left side, stacking the right hand on top of the left if you can. Right sitting bones reaching down. Take a big inhale, staying for the exhale. And then walking the hands back through to center and then coming up into your tabletop position. So setting up the wrists underneath the shoulders, spreading through the fingers, knees underneath the hips. Neutral spine, crown of the head reaching forward to begin. Tuck the toes under and then press the middle part of the spine up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin in, draw the navel in. And then as you inhale, release the tops of the feet down, shoulders away from the ears, release the belly down, lift the eyes. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck the toes under, press the middle part of the spine up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin in. And then release the tops of the feet down, release the belly down, inhaling. And then again, tuck the toes under, exhale. And last one. Release the toes down, lift the eyes, inhale, exhaling. And then this is the last one. Release the shins down, lift the eyes, inhale. And then come back to your neutral spine here. And then we're going to take this right leg out to the side, right heel in line with that left knee. Tuck the left toes under and then walk your hands forward a little bit as you shift the hips back. So you want to try to feel a little bit of sensation through the outside of this leg, opening it through the sole of that left foot, long through both sides of the waist. Just taking one breath in here And then let's come back up to your tabletop position. Release the top of the left foot down. Just making sure this heel's in line with that left knee. Take that right arm up towards the ceiling, inhaling. And then exhale, softening through that left elbow. Trying to thread it under. And then inhale, reach that right arm up. And then exhale, softening to thread under. And 2 more times like that. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, threading under. Last time, inhale, reach it up. Exhale. This time, let's place that right forearm down, parallel with the top edge of the mat. So the right hand's pointing towards the left, elbows underneath the shoulder. So not too far across now. So keeping it here. And then take the left hand slightly over to the left so you can start to turn the shoulders towards the left side. You might want to keep your hand, that left hand down, or wrap it behind the back, reaching for the inside of that right thigh. Try to lift that right hip up as you turn the shoulders to the left. Keep breathing. And then release that left hand down. Press yourself back up onto both hands. Carry this right leg back up so it's level with the torso into your bird dog. Lift the lower ribs away from the mat. Bend into that right knee. Keep the leg parallel for a moment. Extend that left arm forward. You could either stay here or reach that left hand back, holding the inside edge of that right foot. Start to kick the knee up. Lift the sternum, lift the eyes. Draw the navel away from the mat. Taking one more inhale, kick it up very gently without slingshotting. Release the leg and the hand down. Sit back into your child's pose, relaxing the arms, forehead down. A couple of breaths here in stillness. And then let's come back up into the tabletop position. And once again, we're going to tuck the toes under, C-curve the spine, tuck the chin in. And then as you inhale, release the tops of the feet down. Inhale, release the belly, lift the eyes. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press the middle part of the back up towards the ceiling. And then inhale to release. Exhale, tuck the toes under, C-curve. And then inhale to release. We've just got one more. Exhale, tuck the toes under. And then inhale to release down. We're just adding on a tiny little bit here before we continue with the sequence that we've already done. I'm going to take the left ankle and cross it over the right. Knees come in a little bit close together. Bring both feet over to the left and turn the head to look over that left shoulder. So you're curving through the spine. If someone was looking from above, you'd be making a crescent moon shape with the spine. And then let's take it over to the right. Looking over the right shoulder. One more breath. Over to the left. And over to the right. And then we're just going to let it swing as if you're a puppy and you're wagging your tail from side to side. Just letting it go for just a few more rounds. And then last one. Let's settle back to center. Just re-find your tabletop position. Take that left leg out to the side now, so that left heel is in line with that right knee. Tuck the right toes under. Shift the hips back and walk your hands forward. So you're long through the torso, as if you're in your down-facing dog torso. Back of the neck is long. Opening out through the sole of that right foot. And then come back into your tabletop position. Releasing the top of the right foot down. Take that left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, threading in under that right arm. And then inhale, reach it up. Exhale, threading it under. And again, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, threading under. And last time, inhale, reach it up. Exhaling. This time, let's place that left forearm down, left elbow underneath the shoulder. Left fingers pointing to the right. Right hand just shifts over a little bit. And then start to use this right hand, left forearm, turning the shoulders to the right. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. You might be able to wrap this right arm behind the back, reaching for the inside of that left thigh. Keep pressing down through that left forearm. Peeling open that right shoulder. Try to lift the left hip up as you open up to the right. Taking one more big inhale. As you exhale, gently release that right hand down. Come back up onto both hands. And then carry this left leg back into your bird dog. Keep it parallel. Engage the back of that left thigh. Bend that left knee and then reach that right arm forward. Either stay here or reach back, hold the inside of that left foot, kicking that knee up, lifting the sternum up, lift the eyes, and then walk a little bit further down with my hand, give a better grip. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale without slingshotting, gently release it down, both hands down, coming back into your child's pose. So knees can be together or wide, sitting back, relax the arms. And then come back into your tabletop just for a moment so we can come into down facing dog. Pressing down to the knuckles of the hands and starting to pedal out through the feet, right and left. And then settling both heels back down. Take an inhale, lift both heels up, and then take both heels over to the right, opening up that left side body, pressing through the outside of the left foot, inside of the right foot. Inhale through center and over to the left. Pressing down now through the outside of the right, inside of the left, and inhale through center. Soften through the knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. Let the upper body be really relaxed, head is relaxed, and here either keeping the hands down or taking hold of your elbows or forearms. Just feeling the weight of the whole torso relaxing down, neck lengthening. And then let's release those arms. Walk your hands back out, all the way out into your plank position. We're just going to take just a couple of breaths here, not for too long. Sternum's reaching forward. Inhaling. As you exhale, come down to the knees and then bend those elbows to lower all the way down. Release the tops of the feet down. Bring the forearms forward. We're going to come into our Sphinx. So elbows underneath the shoulders, palms of hands pressing down. Press down through the tops of the feet so you can reach the tailbone back in between the ankles as the sternum reaches forward. Crown of the head reaching up. Keep reaching that tailbone back, engaging a little bit through the backs of the legs, those upper hamstrings. And then from here, take that left forearm, cross it over so the fingers are pointing towards the right side. I'm going to bend into this right leg, reach back, hold the inside of that right foot or the ankle if you can. If you feel like this is too uncomfortable, you could lie down and just rest your upper body down and your head down. Otherwise, staying up here, you might just turn the shoulders, kicking that right shin a little bit further back. If you'd like to, we're going to bring the foot in a bit close towards the bottom and then maybe swiveling the fingers so they're pointing forward, elbows pointing up. So we're coming into our half frog here. Just holding it here. Keep reaching that tailbone back towards the back edge of the mat. Just one more full breath. And very gently releasing that right foot down. We're going to rest down for a moment before we go to the other side. So let one hand stack on top of the other. Rest the head down. Breathing into the lower back. Let the legs completely relax. And then coming back up, we'll just start in our Sphinx again, just for a couple of breaths.
Pressing down through the tops of the feet, reach the sternum forward, crown of the head reaching up. And then swivel that right forearm so the fingers point to the left side, and I'm going to bend that left leg, reach back, holding the inside of that ankle or the foot. And this might be enough for you. Stay here, kicking back a little bit, it takes it into a bit of a deeper back bend. Or you could bring the foot in and then swivel the fingers to point towards the front edge of the mat and the elbows lifting up towards the ceiling. Try to turn both shoulders to point to the front, press down to that right forearm. Keep breathing. And very gently releasing that out. Once again, we're going to just rest one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead down, let the legs completely relax, give the hips a little bit of a wriggle from side to side. And just letting yourself come into stillness. And then bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, press yourself into your tabletop position. And then just coming forward with the legs so you can come to a seated position. And I'm just going to turn to face you. Let's all start with the right leg in front. So I'm going to mirror you. Sitting bones down, hands by your side, taking an inhale to lengthen up. And then as you exhale, starting to walk the hands forward. This way you can. You could stay active through those hands, palms, hands pressing down on your fingertips, or you could be quite relaxed. So you choose. Maybe the forehead reaches all the way down. Keep pressing those sitting bones back down as you reach up through both sides of the waist. And then walking the hands back up. Going over to the side, taking that right hand away as that left arm comes up and over, keeping that left sitting bone pressing down and maybe turning the head to look up towards the ceiling. Opening up that left side body. And then inhale, coming back up, and let's swap it around. Just taking that left leg in front now, taking an inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, walking forward. Try to think about that sternum reaching forward, sitting bones reaching back, maybe letting the forehead come all the way down, if that feels comfortable. And then walking the hands back up on the next in-breath. Taking your left hand away from the hip, right arm up and over. Just relaxing that underneath shoulder, pressing down through that right sitting bone, maybe turning the head to look up towards the ceiling. And breathing and opening up into that right side body now. And then coming back upright as you inhale. And then let's make our way down onto the back. Just for a few moments, let's open the feet out as wide as the mat. Let the knees drop in together, arms a bit away from the body. Just when the knees drop in, there's a bit of broadening across the back of the pelvis, which releases the lower back. And then let's extend the legs away long, coming into your Shavasana. Just making any of those little adjustments to make yourself feel comfortable. Back of the neck long. With each exhale, just surrendering the weight of the body. Just feeling supported by the ground underneath you. Just letting go with each exhale. And coming to complete rest for at least a couple of minutes. Please feel free to stay here for as long as you can or need to. It's been a pleasure to guide you through your practice today. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.